Oh, there it is down there.
So I just loaded a couple, like 1.5 by 1.5 strips of oak, and we're gonna get that burned down to some nice coals, and then we're gonna use our Dutch oven. We're gonna make stew today. Stew / pot roast, what do you think, babe? Mm-hmm. All right, let's go. So I'm at the grocery store. Oh, did I mention that we're putting the Dutch oven in the wood stove? Did I mention that, babe? She's laughing because we're doing a take 2 here. She forgot to push the button. I also just put half of yesterday's bacon grease into the cast iron Dutch oven. And what condition were these cast iron pots in, babe?
Rough.
Rough, to say the least. And what rhyme did I use to describe them?
I don't remember.
I just said them. Dusty and rusty.
There you go.
Yeah, it's very dusty, very rusty. I usually like to use red onions for everything, but these were donated. The carrots, the potatoes, the onions, I think were all given to us by
a coworker.
Coworker of yours? Good. So we'll take it. Let me grab a big old knife here. Take off the ends. And do we want to go lengthwise, I think, for more of a stew pot roast feel? I think we'll do this. We'll go that way. And then maybe just one chop in half. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking everything is going to be, I mean, the Dutch oven's probably going to be in there like an hour. So this size, I think, will do well. So we'll put 1 medium onion. Now, if I know you and it's here, you want 2.
Probably, because they're small onions.
Yeah. And I agree. I think that'd be good. It'll be on the bottom, so some of them will get kind of roasted up. I don't know if roasted is the right word, but they'll get cooked up better. And then the meat will go on. And we got a roast. We didn't do stew meat. We have a roast. Where is that?
In the fridge.
It's still in the fridge. Oh no, we got to get that out because we want it to bring it up to temperature. So let's do that real quick. Is it still rolling?
I paused it, so yes.
You paused it or you unpaused it?
It's unpaused.
It's on pause.
Unpaused.
Unpaused. I'm confused. Speak English, woman.
I am.
So that's a good looking hunk of meat there, babe. Where'd we get that?
Sam's Club.
Sam's. It was our wee one. She made a joke about Sam's Club, didn't she? The Club of Sam's?
Yep.
Or clubs, Sam Clubs. Sam Clubs. Yeah,
Yep.
Sam
He
Clubs.
says, have we been to Sam's Clubs?
No,
before?
Sam Clubs. Get it right, lady. She's rolling her eyes a lot today already. That's okay. That's good stuff. All right. So, and then what I can do is I can bust these open if I want a little bit. Smash them with my hand. Can you even see this, camera lady? Are you moving? Are you doing your job?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Ooh, got some flingage. All right. And then we can do a few potatoes down low and a few potatoes on top of the meat too. So we have a nice mix. I like, what do you think, camera lady? Do you like a mix of levels of cookedness?
I want the carrots to still be a smidge crunchy, but the potatoes not to be crunchy.
Yeah. So you like the potatoes cooked all the way through, really like mush, right?
Not mush, but cooked.
I like some of mine cooked where they're actually hardening up a little bit almost. The corn, I'm thinking we put the corn in last, right? Like we finish pulling it out of the oven and then we throw it in while it's coming back down to temperature. What do you think?
Well, the kernels have to be cooked.
No, they don't. No. Haven't you ever eaten raw sweet corn before?
No.
It's delicious. We won't eat raw, but it doesn't have to be cooked like super thoroughly. So I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe we'll pull it out, throw the corn in, and then it'll sit there while everything kind of cools down, equalizes in temperature. Doesn't that sound good?
Maybe.
And I'm going to cut this roast probably this way in half.
Why not cut it that way?
Because this way will be thinner, but it'll still just be 2 pieces. And I think it'll fit better in there. Why are you questioning my method? Do I question your methods?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, fair enough. So we'll get this ready too. We are waiting still on the wood in the wood stove to get kind of cooked. burned down to coals. And then we'll probably have a good hour cook time. So we can stage all this stuff. And I'm just losing a whole bunch off to the floor. Don't worry, the cat or dog can come in and clean that up. Yeah, yeah.
Who's sitting there waiting?
Oh, did you turn the camera?
Yep, his head's tilted.
He's waiting for whatever he can get his hands on. Hands. Do you have hands?
Oh, I have whatever I can get.
So I don't know if we'll use all those. At least one or two, maybe. How's that look? Do you like that? And we can do like half the carrots at first and half the carrots at the end, so we get a mix of that too. I like doing a mix. All right, I did wash my hands. Let me get my hands nice and dirty on this slab of meat now. And oh, that's all nasty now too. We'll have to do some washing. So I'm just gonna see if I can cut down through this meat. Now, a reminder, if anyone is a cook, knows what they're doing. Remember, I don't. But I'm cooking and putting it on the internet. Because, there's other people that don't know how to cook, and it's kind of like blind leading the blind. Sometimes that's fun. So if you don't know how to cook, do you always want to learn from someone that does? I kind of know how to cook. Look at that. That's nice fat right there. Get rid of the corn stuff. There we go. That's a nice slab of meat. Look at that fat in there. Oh, it's going to be good. So you're going to have the beef fat. You know what? I think we might just save this for another meal. What do you think? Because this was, 3 pounds?
It says on the package. I don't remember.
I think it was 3 pounds. So we're going to do 1.5 pounds, and I think that'll be plenty for this meal. So we need to put that with some water. Do we put water in with that stuff?
A little bit. You can put water on the bottom and then sprinkle that in and then kind of mix it.
Okay, and that way it kind of boils in the broth as it cooks in there. All right, cool. Yeah, all right, let's take a break, commercial break. All right, rearranging our stuff here. I put a little bit more. Put the rest of the potato in there and another carrot, and then we're gonna put our brown gravy mix in. Is that right, camera lady? She's helping me with this part because I don't know. So I just put the whole thing, scatter it in?
Yep.
Around the meat or on the meat?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I don't know if I want it on the meat. So the whole thing? Okay. This is a collaborative. Look, honey, we're working together. And oregano?
A little bit. A smidge.
I like oregano. A smidge,
That's good.
like that. And some garlic powder.
Of course.
We're not going to be fancy and do pressing the garlic or anything like that?
No, not today.
Not today. Is that enough? Notice our very precise measurements. I think we're ready to go check on the fire. Oh, we got. You can talk, and she's trying to be nice to me. Hey, you forgot the Lipton. The secret. And the same thing, just dump it around?
Yep. Then you can add a little bit of water once we're all done.
You mean right now?
Sure.
You don't have to pause it. I can trim it out.
Hey, Sarge.
Maybe 1 glassful or
Sure.
cupful.
Hey, Sargy.
So a cup of water, not a measuring cup, just a cup, which is what, 14 ounces the way I've got it there. So why am I trying to measure? We don't measure. Smells good.
Of course it is.
Okay, so I think that looks good. Let's throw the lid on and follow me, dear. Oh man, we're not really ready for it, Mama.
Okay.
Is it recording?
Yes, there's Betty. Hey,
Hi.
Betty.
Are you going to burn your tail on the wood stove? So actually, she probably wouldn't, because as you can see, that piece, it's not really all that dry. So it's going to take a minute to get some coals. So we'll be back in 10, 15 minutes maybe, once I get this stoked. Oh, and if you don't have a long straw, this was my sister's, this is a Arrow right? With the ends taken off. It works really good so you can keep your distance and blow on your fire. There we go. Now they're going. We'll leave the door open so that can burn a little bit better. And so we can get the Dutch oven in there. It is just big enough, deep enough to get the Dutch oven in, so I can't have that propped against the back. It's going to have to be down. So I need it to kind of bust up into coals before we can actually do that. So we'll be right back. Oh, and I forgot, and I just added mushrooms in there too. So probably about, I don't know, 3 or 4 ounces of sliced from the store mushrooms. All right. So it's not burned down to what I would I don't know. I don't want to put it on there and it already be burned down so much that in like 10 minutes it's basically done. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on there. This will smother the fire somewhat, but it'll still cook. See if I can get it shoved all the way in there. It's been how many times? What, 3 years since I used this?
About 2, 3.
Like I said, it barely.
Yeah, I miss having the cooktop on the top though.
Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Doesn't that look good? Get that camera up there close.
Yeah,
that
when
looks
it's not blurry.
That looks so cool. Tap the screen. That looks so cool. Doesn't that look neat? All right. And that it sticks out actually, and you're like, oh, it's not going to fit, but the glass is recessed a little bit, so it just. When I tighten it down, you can see the glass get like super, like a millimeter from the Dutch oven. So that's perfect. She's on. Let's set a timer. No, not now. We'll just let it burn down, and then it'll cool down, and we'll pull it out. It'll be good to eat. What do you think? Well, we'll see anyway. We'll check the meat, make sure it cooked all the way through, and there's a little bit of trial and error with this stuff. You know, it's not like you're.
Not like me cooking in the crock pot where it turns out perfect every time.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I love your crock pot cooking, babe. And we didn't go with venison this time.
I used that too, though.
Did we even have any roasts left?
I think it's all like strip type stuff.
That would have worked for this, but
I want something a little different.
Sometimes you just want some beef. It's glowing hot around there. Those coals are still supplying heat. The camera lady thinks that because that is a low temp, but no, it's different. Okay. So let's see if we can pull this out without spilling everywhere. I don't have another mitt with me, so we'll just bring it straight down. Ooh, you smell it? I can totally smell it already. And it's boiling in there. Oh, man. It looks good. We need a light on. Oh, yeah, that steam. Now, this has only been about 35 or 40 minutes. All right, so let's see what it looks like in here. A little tough. I don't know.
It's not cooked long enough.
You were saying? That is beautiful. That's cooked very well. I use the word well. It's not well done. It's nice. It's got just a little bit of pink left right in the middle. It is done. The potatoes, look at that. The potatoes just mush almost. Carrots, oh yeah. So what was I saying? We're gonna get some corn and put it in here too. Sprinkle some corn in there. Yeah. And you're wanting to just make sure everything's done on the bottom too. We can just stir those in. Was there anything else we were going to add? Camera lady?
No.
No? All right, so we're going to put this back on, and it's still warm enough. It'll cook those little corn kernels right up nice, and then it'll be cooled down enough. Camera lady. There we go. So the corn kernels will get cooked just a little bit from the heat that's still in the Dutch oven, and then we'll be able to, basically the temperatures will equalize. Look at that. Let's get a little piece. That's probably too small. Well, for one of the kids, that'd be an appropriately sized hunk of meat. Let's dip it down in that gravy. Oh, yeah. Whoa, just throw it around. Yeah, let's just throw it. Is this in the way? Oh, man. Smells good. Do I need a ladle? I'm so unprepared. Getting food all over me here. This is probably too big. Oh, man. I want to keep some of that juice there, some of that gravy. Is that what it's called? Is it juicy gravy-ish, I guess? And that, what do you think? Is that an appropriate size?
I guess.
For a wee one? Mm-hmm. Maybe not the weeest of the wee. Oh. Nice little bit of fat with each piece. It seems, I don't want to say overcooked, because when we first took it out, it was still a little bit pink, but it's not now. But let me try it. Let me try a little piece here, because it feels like it might be too tough. Like maybe we cooked it at too high a temperature, because it was only 40 minutes. A slight amount of grizzle, but that's just the cut of meat. Very good flavor. Let me get a little mushroom action. A little potato. Maybe a little carrot. Oh, a little onion. So I got potato, mushroom, onion. And carrot. That's very good. I like your seasoning mix. So, a little bit of wood stove Dutch oven cooking. Didn't turn out perfect, but it's pretty darn good. I guess this isn't one of the kids' portions now, it's mine. What do you think? Which kid has to go hungry tonight?
I don't know. Are we done?